Democrats? I thought you said TikTok was bad. It's the app from China. The hypocrisy. Does it know no end? So, yeah, hey, Kamala's on TikTok. But wait, I thought TikTok was being banned because it was an app from China. Xi Jinping. He's at the front door. Xi Jinping, right? Remember him? China, TikTok, bad. But Kamala's on TikTok, and the reason why she's on TikTok is to get to the young voters. Young people, please, 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 listen. Always question authority. Always question everything. And I get that there are some young people that don't like Donald Trump. I get it. There's a lot of old people who don't like Donald Trump. I get it. But Kamala Harris going on TikTok is hypocrisy. And the reason why the Democrats and yes, Republican lawmakers, Democrat and Republican lawmakers banned TikTok is because platforms like TikTok were revealing the war crimes that were happening in Gaza. Okay? Okay? So, give it up for the wonderful people at CNN to talk about this. Callan Collins, give us your groundbreaking reporting.
With her presidential run only days old at this point, Vice President Kamala Harris has already joined TikTok.
Madam Vice President, are you on TikTok?
Well, I've heard that recently I've been on the For You page, so I thought I'd get on here myself.
This is the latest move from a campaign that is targeting a key
Let this be known as a true marking point and decline of our empire, okay? I heard I was on the For You page. Sometimes that's not a good thing, Kamala. You understand? Sometimes that's not a good thing. But I'm on TikTok.
subgroup of 2024 voters, Generation Z. Joining me tonight, CNN senior data reporter Harry Enton, who's been looking at the numbers, and also digital culture commentator and Gen Z media influencer, Jules Turpak. It's great to have you both. And Jules, great to have you here because, we are seeing just a total crush of Harris' presence on social media. Now she's on TikTok. We had already been seeing all the memes and social.
Oh, God, CNN talking about memes. Oh, yeah, she's crushing on social media. Are you sure? Because right now, a lot of that's being manufactured. Jesus Christ, CNN. Catlin, do your job. Didn't you guys say that she was a border czar way early on? And then, oh, wait, you did that flip-flop in the air. And said, no, it turns out she wasn't. Which one is it? CNN? You say one thing, you do something else. I remember CNN saying, oh, TikTok's such a bad thing. I thought it was banned. Hey, you know what? Wait a minute. Travers Wolf writes here on my live stream chat, right there at the bottom. I know I can read it because I know I'm not crazy. I thought it was banned in the U.S., though. TikTok. I thought it was. Was it? Honestly, I feel like I am taking crazy pills right now. Now I know how Mugatu felt in Zoolander. Now I know. Because this right here is absurd. It's asinine. When Alex Jones goes on his rants, now I know how he feels. This is crazy here. Oh, she's crushing it on TikTok. The memes. This is a honeymoon phase. Okay? If people look into Kamala's past, they look at her policies, it's a complete neoliberal nightmare. I think this is it. I finally gone crazy. I feel like I've taken crazy pills, and that's it. Yeah, whatever. Or either that, maybe everybody's taking crazy pills, and I'm the only one who hasn't joined the new fund. Collective denial.
Social media that have been happening when she joined the campaign. I think the question is, does it make a difference? What does that strategy, what are you seeing and how it looks different from how it did when it was Biden?
Yeah, so over the past 72 hours, there's been wild growth within the Democratic Party in terms of support amongst young voters. So within the polls, it's showing that those 18 through 34 are already more in support of Kamala than they were of Biden. On TikTok, for Kamala HQ, they've gained more than 1 million followers in the past 72 hours. And before they were sitting around 400,000. They've had that account for months. It really wasn't resonating. So this is a huge jump.
That's not a good thing. Okay. They've had that account. Wait. Oh, it's a good thing I heard that. It's a good thing I did hear that. Wait a minute. They had that account for months. Months. Hold on, folks. Wait a minute. We're learning this in real time. And if I'm going to do this in real time, I am going to do this in real time. I remember during the Super Bowl when Biden did that cringe TikTok ad, but it was around that time when Biden and the Democrats were all on board of trying to get rid of TikTok. So that means even Kamala's team had a TikTok account. So which one is it? Is TikTok really a danger? Why are you guys trying to ban TikTok? Because China, Russia, or why? Why would you have it? Why? So she had it for months. More hypocrisy. The mental gymnastics that all these corporate jagoffs are doing is incredible to me. If this doesn't convince you guys that no one in corporate media or in Washington, D.C. doesn't respect you, I don't know what else to tell you. We're living in a time in which liars are presented as people and institutions of authority, and those that tell the truth are deemed as threats to the republic. Things have got to get better before they get worse. I feel like I am taking crazy pills.
And then you see the
Hold on. Say that again, lady. Say that again, expert. Expert.
war of Biden on TikTok for Kamala HQ. They've gained more than 1 million followers in the past 72 hours. And before they were sitting around 400,000. They've had that account for months. It really wasn't resonating. So this is a huge jump. And then you see the record breaking numbers in terms of money raised. And also in the past 48 hours, according to vote.org, there are 40,000 new registered voters, and 83% of those are people 18 through 34. So there's been this big jump. And I would think undeniably that the social media movement has played a big role. You see that in the TikTok comment section for sure.
And you were saying it was kind of dormant before, and how it's changed now up to over 100 million followers, I believe you said.
No, so 1 million. And
Catelyn, don't you know how to count or listen? Listen and count. Basic arithmetic and reading and comprehension. The expert right here with the arrows flying said 1 million. You said 100 million. Don't be stupid. Don't be stupid on my time. Don't be stupid. Don't insult my audience here, okay? We are not CNN audience here. Hold on. I got to listen to that dummy say something. You know what? Trump was right to call you names, man. That was fine. Any kind words I ever said, take them back.
So there's been this big jump, and I would think undeniably that the social media movement has played a big role. You see that in the TikTok comment section for sure.
And you were saying it was kind of dormant before, and how it's changed now up to over 100 million followers.
Not 100 million, you stupid. 1 million. 1 million. That's 1,000,000,000. Not 1,000,000,000,000.
I believe you said.
No, so 1 million in the past 72 hours.
And how they're using it is so different than how, like, the Biden campaign, when it was Biden at the top of the ticket, was using it.
So Biden, he's not super clippable. You know, his speeches a lot of the times are very even keel, you know, with
he's not clippable. Oh, the memes are out there, and they are quite clippable. But also, right here, see, this is where when I get ready to do this show and I listen to the videos and listen to articles and read articles and everything else, you know, there are some moments where I just scream in my kitchen, be like, "Are you effing kidding me?" You would never hear that 3.5 years ago. And especially in the early days of the Biden-Harris administration. Hold on. Say it again about his speeches. What, they're not that great? Because, man, you couldn't get away with that back in the day.
1 million in the past 72 hours.
And how they're using it is so different than how, like, the Biden campaign, when it was Biden at the top of the ticket, was using it.
So Biden, he's not super clippable. His speeches a lot of the times are very even keel. With these clips of Kamala, they're very joyous, humorous, and people are really resonating with those. And so they're able to uplift Kamala's personality and also her policies a lot more. Before, the account was basically, it almost looked like a Trump fan page. It was just clips of Trump constantly, negative clips of him. Now they're uplifting, again, Kamala's personality and her policies, and that is resonating way more with people.
That's interesting. So it's more focused on her and less on just the Trump aspect of it.
Gee, maybe Kamala was a secret Trump supporter. Who knows? Because that's all what they could talk about. Trump. Oh, here's the orange boogeyman, Donald Trump. Be afraid of Trump. It's Trump, everybody. Run. Look out. That's, you know what that tells me? You know what that tells me? Hold on. It goes back to something that I have once again been proven correct on. And yes, this is going to be my ego. Trump is very good for the liberal social justice warrior industrial complex because even Kamala's TikTok account was profiting off of Trump derangement syndrome. Look at this mean thing that Trump said. It got 1 million views on TikTok. Suckers! They need Trump. Democrats need Trump. Corporate media needs Trump. Kamala was in on it too. That's all what they and you know what? I bet Kamala's getting in that nice ad revenue. Like, oh yeah, Trump said this, put it out there. Perhaps Trump somewhere is on his airplane. He's thinking to himself, and then he's going to turn to one of his advisors and says, hey, listen, I'm going to help one of these liberal TikTok people get 1 million views. I'm going to say something that's going to blow their mind. I mean, at this point, Trump, you should be sending a message to every single person that has Trump derangement syndrome, the vote blue matter. You should knock on their door and say, hey, you're welcome, and just walk away.
Harry, when you look at the numbers, I mean, what do they look like so far?
Yeah, I mean, this has been one of the more interesting turnarounds. You just look at Generation Z, and that can be defined as either being born in 1995 or being born in 1997, depending on who you listen to. We'll call it 95, and we'll call it the 18 to 29-year-old age bracket. And what do we see? We see Harris with an advantage and a double-digit advantage. You can see it right there on your screen. An average of polls, 50% to 39%. Now, that's actually lower than you might expect given the normal amount of support that a Democrat has among voters 18 to 29. But what's notable, and what you were pointing out, Jules, is that essentially the Joe Biden campaign was at historic lows for 18 to 29-year-olds. But we're talking single digits. A lot of the polls actually had Trump up among 18 to 29-year-olds. So we're really seeing this big switcheroo where we're seeing movement towards Kamala Harris as compared to Joe Biden among voters under the age of 30. But there is still ground to make up, and we'll see if she's able to do that, at least compared to the Biden 2020 performance.
Well, and also the tone has been so biting when it comes to the Harris campaign. I mean, today they were putting out a statement after Trump was on Fox News, and they said, statement on a 78-year-old criminal's Fox News appearance. And then on marking IVF Day, they said, Happy World IVF Day to everyone except J.D. Vance.
All these young people who are supporting, I was going to say Donald Trump. Sorry about that. Kamala Harris. How many of you are registered to vote? How many of you know the rules and regulations of your state so that you can participate? Okay. That's a key thing. And for all these people who are all on board for Kamala, have you not looked at her track record of putting people behind bars? Innocent men and women behind bars? Have you not been paying attention that she allowed corporate criminals to get away from facing justice? I mean, I get that people are afraid of Trump. I get it. I understand it. But here's something for those diehard, vote blue, no matter who, I guess, Gen Z people. Here's something that's going to keep you up at night. There are far more vile, evil people currently serving in Washington, D.C. that make Trump look like a saint. And that's not saying much. There is true evil out there. And it's not just some straight white guy. Sometimes evil, and evil's very adaptable, can come in many, many forms. Just like corruption, just like incompetence, just like evil, just like brutality, it can come in many forms. And Kamala is one of the many contributors to the neoliberal nightmare. But yet everyone's treating her to be this hero. She's not a hero.
I mean, the tone is also, it seems to be trying to connect with a younger audience who will, if they agree with the politics, will find that funny.
Yeah, and I think Kamala's team is doing a great job jumping on this, trending movement around her. But also, we're seeing this broader thing within media, that there's the democratization of media within people's hands. It's different from the 2016 election, as you pointed to earlier, because, for example, screen recording was added to iPhones in 2017. So this makes clips, like the average user on social media, able to post clips and share them at a much more frequent
Well, no, duh, genius. That's what it's for. Hey, did you notice cameras on phones? Well, yeah, there is. Wow. Hey, let's have democracy in the chat. Let's have hey, did you know that there are cameras on your smartphone? Type 1 for yes, kid. I knew. Type 2. Holy cow, dude. This could revolutionize everything. I never knew there were cameras on smartphones. The expert that CNN brings in.
frequent rate, the downloadability on social media platforms, the ability to download other people's videos, as well as the rise of CapCut, which is owned by ByteDance, the same company as TikTok. This is integrated into TikTok. It has, again, democratized video editing, really complex edits. There are now these templates that people can easily press and add in their clips. And these are what are really blowing up on social media. They're edits, fan cams, and it's basically like modern day political ads made by everyday voters that go crazy viral overnight.
Yeah, real crazy viral. Hey, shout out to Wassim who tipped $5. Thank you so much. What is the point of TikTok when it will be banned thanks to Biden? Hey, what's the point of TikTok? It's going to be banned, but they're going to be super viral. Hey, does anyone on this panel want to talk about how TikTok's going to get banned? Or are we going to pretend that never happened either? Hey, I got shot in the foot. That didn't happen. Hey, I got ran over by a car. That didn't happen. Help, help, help. I'm being robbed. That's not happening. Oh, no. I'm falling out of the sky. That's not happening. I'm drowning. That's not happening.
I mean, how game-changing, though, if these younger voters come out and actually do vote, the margins could be pretty notable.
That's going to be the big question, whether or not these folks come out and vote, because what we see is they only make up about 16% of registered voters, 13% of likely voters. Why do we see that shrinkage from likely voters to registered voters? Because look at this, the number of young folks, Generation Z, who say that they're almost certain to come out and vote. What we see is that number is significantly lower than the percentages overall for the overall public. So the question is, can they motivate them? We'll have to wait and see.
We will. Harry Enton, Jules Turpak, great to have you for the first time on the show. Thank you for being here.
First time and maybe the last time. You bunch of worthless. Never. We live in a world where the media doesn't even do its job. Did we learn anything from this? Yes, actually we did. We did. Number one, corporate media is doing everything it can to lie to you. Please, folks, one of the main things I ask of my audience is, please, as always, look at other sources of information. Become a well-rounded individual. Look at other different perspectives and points of view. And remember, anything that you hear on corporate media is BS. They're banning TikTok, but wait, they're using TikTok. There's nothing wrong with Joe Biden, but now they're saying that there is something wrong with Joe Biden. They say that we should believe everything that's on CNN, but wait, CNN gets it wrong sometimes, right? This is the state of affairs of politics in America. I'm not going to make any predictions, but I could see something being played out, and that is this will be the lowest voter turnout for Democrats because your primaries were absolutely pathetic. As soon as people start looking into Kamala and her record, and look, I don't know if I could play this video. I don't know if I can. But because right now a lot of people are, getting hit by other larger platforms. And I'm just want to end this segment here, but there's a video from Hotspot, and I will clip this link. I will clip this video, and I will also put this link in the description box as well as in the comment section pinned. And I'm going to do something else. I'm going to pin it in the live stream chat. Jamal Truelove details the story of how Kamala Harris and her DA's office wrongfully sentenced him to life in prison. And he's not the only one. So do a little click, copy, paste, Send it for all you beautiful people in the live stream chat. And let me just make sure I get that properly. Hold on. Want to make sure I get that done properly and pin it. There we go. Message pinned. Hey, make that go viral. Tweet that out. Say that you saw it from Hard Lens Media. Now, I don't know if I can play it on the YouTube on for this clip, but all of you are going to see it. And we've got 348 beautiful people watching us live right now this early morning. Make that go viral. Let's see what they say about that on CNN tomorrow.